to another Deeper Conversations with Dr. Barbara Swinney. You guys, I am the founder and CEO of Deeper Women Lead Global, which is a platform established for women in leadership to heal, lead, and leverage their stories and strategies for life, love, and leadership. And yes, Deeper Conversations is another space, another place for women to come and heal, lead, and leverage their stories and strategies for life, love, and leadership. Man, they tried to hold us up, y'all. They tried to hold us up. This internet was not trying to let us be great. But listen, you can't hold back greatness. You cannot hold back greatness. So I am so excited to be here tonight with Miss Bree Reid. Bree is going to be speaking at Deeper Women Speak, which is our annual conference that's going to be on April 17th. I'm sorry, April 19th and April 20th. Not only is she going to be speaking, she is going to be debuting as an author. And I'm so excited to be here with Bree and let the world, let the Deeper Women Lead Global world hear about who Bree Reid is. So I'm going to turn it over to Bree. Bree, give us a little insight as to who you are.
Thank you, Dr. Barbara. So I am Bree Reid. Like she said, I am many things. I am a business owner. I am a fashion model. I'm a PR specialist. And I just graduated college in journalism.
Woo! Yes.
I went to Georgia State University, and I'm just really glad that I'm done because that was definitely a journey. But I'm the owner and the founder of the BR Academy. BR Academy. It stands for Be Ready Academy, and it is an industry preparatory school where I teach models and actors the mental and technical skills of the fashion and entertainment industry. And I've been modeling for 12 years now, and it's been an incredible experience. I actually just got back from New York Fashion Week, and I plan to go to London and Paris and actually be a model and walk, or I'll be a fashion journalist at a show or on a set. So we'll see. I'm excited.
I met Bree at the launch of our last Deeper Women Teach Volume 2, and she is indeed stunning. She is all things a model. So Bree, when you were at the book launch for Volume 2, something resonated with you. What made you want to come on board and share your story?
Well, I've been writing for a while, actually. Since 2017, I've been writing my stories, my experiences, my feelings, my emotions, and having the opportunity from one of your co-authors from Volume 2 invited me, and I just felt a spark, like my story needs to be told. It's already written.
Yes.
I know how to speak on it, and I want to help other young minds become conscious of themselves and the things around them and the awareness of their lives, of just things that's happening in their lives and their experiences, and how to maintain that consciousness. And that's everything that I write about. And I want to be able to tell my story on how I became aware and conscious and how I'm maintaining it on this journey.
So, Bree, usually the chaos comes to clear the confusion, right? So there's
Yeah.
usually a point in our lives when things are all falling apart. Just when we thought we knew what life was, we find out it's nothing like what we had in our heads. So what was that moment for you? When did you come to the end of yourself, Bree?
It was a heartbreak.
Mm.
A heartbreak. I mean, it was my first like real heartbreak, and it tore me apart. And when I was tired of the back and forth and really when I realized I was breaking my own heart, and I
Mm.
had to make the decision of choosing myself. And when I genuinely, truly chose me in this situation, it just sparked a whole new light in me. I feel like my spiritual body awakened in
Wow.
that very moment that I decided to choose me and love me and hug me. And
Wow.
when I consciously woke up, I was in the dark. It was
Wow.
black. And I'm like, oh no, how do I find my way out of here?
Mhm.
That's when I really started to dive deeper within myself and really figure out what the issues were, what I needed to work on, heal, and where the traumas resonated and the sources of things. And I
Yeah.
just started asking myself questions and answering them.
You know what I was just about to say when I went through my own unraveling, it was questions that led me to the healing piece. It was questions that raised my level of awareness. What were some of those questions that you asked yourself, Bree?
Ooh, so the it wasn't a question I asked myself at first.
Mhm.
It was something that I told myself, and it was, no one is coming to save you.
That's good. That's
No
good.
one's coming to save you. So once I said that, I was like, okay,
That's good.
how what is my why? What is my why to get out of bed now? And it was 2020. So
Mm,
COVID was in the mix and
yes.
quarantine was happening. So there was really nowhere to go
Yes.
but into myself. So I had the time and I started to ask myself, what is my why for life? What gets me out of bed? Like what is the reason why I want to go to work and see friends and go outside and have adventure? So that's when I realized modeling. And during that time I had quit.
Uh,
I was not in it. And I decided to get back in it because it just kept finding its way back to me.
mhm.
And I realized this is something that I have to do because I started having all these dreams and
Yeah. Yeah.
premonitions and visions and gut feelings. And it was
Yeah.
just, I just had to follow. And it took me into business. That's why I started BR Academy. And people
Mhm.
started asking more things about modeling and runway and etiquette and
Yeah.
how to dress. And it was mostly young people. So I'm
Mm.
like, this is it. This is my why. And ever since then, I've been on this incredible spiritual journey, entrepreneurial journey, and I'm having a good time.
Good stuff. So you talked about you went to New York Fashion Week. You're headed to, where did you say, London?
Yes, in Paris.
Awesome. So all of this stuff that you've gone through, how has it shaped your journey? How has it led you to you?
Mm. So again, like I said, when I decided to choose me, I was letting God in my life, in my heart, in my mind, in my body. So
Mm-hmm.
He started to give me dreams,
Mm,
very, very detailed dreams, and I saw myself in New York.
mm.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like on a train and it just felt like New York energy. And I'm
Oh,
like, oh, okay, I need to go to New York. And um 2 weeks later, I quit my job and I went to New York for 6 months.
oh, wow.
And that experience really brought me out of my shell. I am the
Mhm.
youngest child of three.
Yeah.
I am so being the babies, like, I was very much coddled
Yeah.
and I was afraid to do a lot of things that that I wanted to do, but I would just kind
Mhm.
of think on it and not really do anything about it. So this was the moment that God gave me the like the, I guess, strength and the courage and the confidence to do something with myself and with my life. So I went
Mhm.
to New York and I got an apartment, and the apartment that I got happened to be a model house.
Oh, wow. So with
Yeah,
other models, there were other
other
models.
models. And
Wow.
Fashion Week had just ended, and I was the only American.
Mm,
And when I got to know 'cause a few girls were from Brazil, it was six of us. I was the sixth girl, and one was from Brazil, one was from some Sudan, Italy. Um, I can't even remember the last one. Everyone was from a different country, so we all had different experiences, different cultures, and the way we see life. And we really just sat up all night and talked, and that really showed me culture in one space, and it was incredible. And that moment in that time that I just took that courage really formed me
mhm.
into who I am right now, and it just showed me that I have no limits. Like, I
Yeah.
can really do something that I wanna do, and I'm covered, I'm protected.
That's amazing that you went to New York, which was expanded territory already. But even in the experience of going to New York and sharing the space with the other models from all over the world, even within that space, you were developing a global view of what all of this looks like. What an amazing story. So,
Yeah.
Bree, in your book, you talk a little bit about becoming a professional winner. Give them a little insight as to what it means to be a professional winner.
Okay, so being a professional winner is well, let me just say a professional winner is someone who is obsessed with improvement,
Mm-hmm.
growth,
Oh,
and
good.
forward thinking. Um, it's really not what you think with like first place and I have to win this race type of thing. It's not who's the fastest or who's number
That's good.
one.
That's
It's
good.
someone who is aware, who
Mhm.
is wanting to move forward in whatever it is that they're doing and um, is intentional with
Yes.
what they're doing. And I
Mm-hmm.
came up with I came up with an acronym for winner.
Mm-hmm.
W stands for wait because a professional winner is someone who is patient.
Mm-hmm. That's
Because rushing and doing a bunch of things at one time never helps anybody. Like you'll end up tripping up on something and things can just go out of whack when you are impatient.
mm-hmm.
Um, and the letter I stands for internalize. And
Mm.
that's where awareness comes from, self-reflection, trying to find balance within yourself to be able to have the emotional intelligence that you need to, function.
Mm-hmm.
The first N stands for navigate, because you have to know how to navigate within the industry or the space or the people that you're around or in. And the next N is network, because without a network, you're not really going anywhere. You're
Right.
not really doing
We need
anything.
each other. We definitely
Yeah.
need.
Exactly. And the letter E is emotional intelligence because you have to be able to regulate your emotions in any setting. And a professional winner is someone who is a leader. So you have to have the intelligence to be able to manage and lead others into the vision and direction that desire.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is the letter R, which is a risk taker because you have to be okay with taking that leap of faith. You have to be okay with spending that couple thousand to be able to move forward to the next thing. So if you're not a risk taker, you won't really get anywhere. Not in that field of professional winners.
I love that, Bree. One of the things that we do at Deeper Women League Global is we definitely like to provide strategies. And if we're healing, leading, and leveraging, we have to have the strategies to do that. We like to teach other women how to heal. Like you said, you're a professional winner. I say that I'm a professional healer. Give me about 3 days, and I could probably heal from almost anything because it's just a matter of, like you said, being intentional and getting to the bottom of you, asking those questions, being curious, not just letting the pain sit there, but examining the pain. What's the source of it? Where did it come from? So as you were writing your chapter for Deeper Women Teach Volume 3, which we're going to launch on April 19th, Bree, were there certain experiences that certain things that you experienced or emotions that you experienced as you were writing your chapter?
Yes, for sure. Um, I didn't even really know what I wanted to write about for like a few weeks when I decided that I wanted to go ahead, like move forward with this. And it was so much I wanted to say, so much I wanted to tell, so much I wanted to teach. And I had to sit and really dig deeper, internalize within myself and figure out uh what was the moment that catapulted me into the moment that I'm in right now, into the person that I am right now. And um that was I don't want to give away the book, but there was emotions that there was, I would say, a little trauma that
That's
I had that I needed to speak to my like parents about to kind of help me find the source and kind of dig deeper and figure out how I can word this. And I definitely had a lot of emotions that required me to write a lot of things down. I had to kind of go back and reinterpret dreams that I had, because the beginning of this book, it is pretty intense, like the beginning of
Yeah.
my chapter. And it really dives deep into me waking up from a dream like that I was literally dying from. So
Wow.
the
Wow.
emotions were pretty intense when I was getting my emotions together to write this chapter, but it's pretty good. And I'm excited for you guys to read it, because it really resonates. I think it will resonate with a lot of people on intense emotions and how to sit with yourself. Because I have 3 things that I tell myself: sit, think, and decide. Right
Oh, I love
there.
that. Sit,
Yeah.
think, and decide. Do you know how difficult it is for people to decide? The D in deeper stands for decide. Decide what you want.
Mm,
And people don't even often ask themselves, what is it that I really want?
yeah.
Bree, can you give us a time when you really sat with yourself as you were going through this process, when you really had to sit with yourself and face Bree? Is there a moment that sticks out in your mind? I know there were probably several, but there's something that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I would speak again on that heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was the moment
Mm-hmm.
that I faced myself for the very first time
Wow.
ever.
Wow.
And it was almost like I can explain the feeling that I felt in that moment, because I was tired of the pain. I was
Yeah.
tired of feeling so low, and I was tired of feeling not enough, unworthy. And
Yes.
it, again, no one was coming to save me.
Yeah.
So it almost felt like, you know how you sit on your hands too long, or your
Yeah.
your your limbs fall asleep?
Yes. Get that numbness,
Imagine,
that tingling.
yeah, that tingle, like that staticky feeling. Imagine
Mhm.
that feeling throughout your entire body.
Wow.
And it started from the back of my head
Wow.
all the way down to the top of my tippy toes.
Wow.
And that, I was like, whoa, like I literally said, whoa, what was that? And I felt like the awakening of my spirit
Mhm.
just exploded inside of me. It's like I imploded.
Wow. Wow.
And the genius in me was awakened.
Wow. That's
And
awesome.
ever since then, I've been writing, writing, writing. And I really believe that storytelling is my calling.
Bree, isn't it funny how healing expands your capacity?
Mm,
It opens up those gifts that you have inside of you. It allows you to be creative because you're not so clogged up with
yeah,
the impact of the trauma, because you've gotten to the bottom of it and you understand that really none of it and all of it, none of it has anything to do with you, but all of it has something to do with you.
that's
And,
right.
and that's an amazing amazing place to get to. Brie, what are you hoping for the women that will come to the conference?
Like
Oh,
what they,
man, because we are rolling out, we're featuring our deeper men at the conference. What are you hoping that people will get from the conference?
3 things. I want them to understand that life is about levels,
Mm-hmm.
lessons, and
Mm,
losses.
I like that, Bree. Levels, lessons, and losses.
That's right. So levels is about progression. Like you imagine, I imagine myself playing a video game. Like you got to make life fun.
Yes.
So figure out what that next level is. And for me, I just call it a video game. Like I'm just going to the next thing. I used to love Mario. So
Yeah.
that was the thing for me. And lessons, your mistakes are inevitable. And we're human, and we're born to make mistakes. We just have to take accountability and
Mm-hmm.
not make the same mistake twice. And then you have losses. Did I say losses? Losses, levels, lessons. Okay, losses is next. So
Yeah.
sorry. But losses is basically just acceptance. Accepting that this is not your time.
That's
Figure
good.
out, like, this is there's you need more time to study
Mm-hmm.
or network. or
Mm-hmm.
be patient.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because you definitely don't want to get something before it's time.
Right.
Yes, you don't
Exactly.
want to get it before it's time. I mean, you wouldn't give your 10-year-old keys to a car. He's just not ready.
Exactly.
Not ready yet. There's
Exactly.
training that has to happen. And a lot of times I say that my life is professional development for my business, because usually before I sit across from somebody, or when I sit across from somebody, anything that they're facing, either I've faced it, I just got over it, or I've experienced something similar and can provide them support with what they're going through. So all of this stuff that we're going through that we sometimes despise, it really is all working for our good. And what
Yes.
would we do, Bree, if we actually knew that we couldn't lose? Like, you can't lose. No
I
matter
know I
what
can't
you do,
lose.
you can't lose.
I'm at that point right now. Like, I've purged all the anxiety, the fear, the worry. It's I don't my brain doesn't even go there, and if it does go there, I quickly get out of it. So, I'm already in the stage of I'm a winner. I can't lose.
I
And if this is not for me right now, it's not for me or at all. Like, I trust in myself and God to the point that what happened is supposed to happen.
I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw her here first on Deeper Conversations with Dr. Barbara Swinney. I'm so excited. Bree, I'm just excited and honored, and I thank you for trusting me, trusting Deeper Women League Global with your story. My goal is really to provide the space for women to help them increase their brand credibility, their visibility, and their influence. And I just thank you for allowing me to be just a little part of your journey. And listen, if you guys want to meet Bree, you need to show up on April 19th and April 20th at Deeper Women Speak. It is going to be an amazing weekend. We're going to be launching volume 4 of volume 3. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to be launching volume 3 of Deeper Women Teach, which is our anthology series. We're going to be featuring our Deeper Men. We haven't had men on our platform to date, but now we're opening the doors to our men. So Deeper Men Speak will be featured as well. And it is just going to be an amazing event. We're going to have more than 30 speakers to take the stage. Our VIP book launch is going to be a red carpet event. So come and see Bree in her evening gown, and we're just going to get together and have fun and be girls and guys and just celebrate what we've been able to accomplish. So I'm excited. If you have not registered yet, we do have early bird registration for VIP. Go to deeperwomenleagueglobal.org and register. Type in leverage as the discount code so you can get your early bird discount. Bree, where can these people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at I am.Bree Reid. And that's my main page. So, or you can go to www.iambreereid.com.
And if you want to experience Bree, get yourself to the conference April 19th and April 20th. Come and hang out with us for just a little bit and see how we are healing, how we are becoming more effective leaders in our own lives. And we're going to teach you how to leverage. Say good night to the people, Bree.
Good night. See you guys there.